Hello, Ajay Mahto this side. I hope you all are doing fine there. In this class, we are going to discuss the topic blood grouping, ABO blood grouping. Actually, in Carl and Steiner was the one who first of all described the process of ABO blood grouping, and then AB blood group was determined by D. Castella and Starley, right? D. Castella and Starley. The thing is, before Carl and Steiner, people were just amused and curious, and they were curious about why is it not possible that patient A, which has red blood group, red kind of blood, red color of blood, and patient B, which also has red color of blood, we can't share these blood. Why is it so? If we are sharing if we are transfusing that blood from patient A and to the B, patient dies. How is it so? Then Carl and Steiner, the very great scientist, explained that. He explained that on the surface of RBC, there are few antigens. On the surface of RBCs, there are few antigens. Let's say on the surface of RBCs, if A antigen is present, on the surface of RBC, if A antigen is present, then we say that the person has a blood group of A. Good. And then if a person has B antigen on the surface of RBC, their RBC, then the person has B blood group. It is as simple as that. If a person has both antigens, antigen A and antigen B, in the surface of RBCs, antigen A and antigen B on the surface of RBCs, then the person will have AB blood group. And if a person has no antigen on the RBC surface, the person will have O blood group. That's how he explained there are four types of blood group: A blood group, B blood group, right? AB blood group and O blood group. Okay, we'll come up to the positive and negative side, RH blood grouping. Let's first discuss about ABO blood grouping. Okay, let's first discuss about ABO blood grouping. He explained about the antigen mechanism as well as the plasma. In plasma, we discussed that there is antigens on the surface of RBCs, right? And now we are discussing antibodies are present on the plasma. Antibodies are present in plasma, right? What kind of antibodies are present in plasma? If, for example, if a person has blood group A, and he or she has antigen A on its RBC surface, then the patient with blood group A will have anti-B antibodies in the plasma. Simple. If a person with blood group B has antigen B, as we discussed, in RBC surface, then antibodies will be present in plasma is anti-A. Then if a person has AB blood group, then guess both antigens are present, right, on the surface of RBCs. Both antigens are present on the surface of RBCs, and there is no, this is the case of opposite scenario, then there is no antibodies present in plasma. And if O blood group patient, if a patient with blood group O which has no antigen on the surface of RBC will have both antibodies, anti-A antibody and anti-B antibody in plasma. Okay, now the question comes, whom can we donate and from whom can we receive? This is the case. Okay. For example, first thing first, let's see condition 1. If a donor, for example, my blood group is A, and my blood group is A, and I am donating blood to the patient with blood group O. Is it possible? Yeah, we it is written in NCERT that we can take blood from O blood group because it is universal donor. But I am asking about the opposite scenario. If a person is if for example me, I am with blood group A, can I donate my blood to O? Right? Of course not. Of course not. Right? Let's see. It is true or not. For example, if my blood group is A, then what antigen will I have in the surface of my RBCs? Antigen A. And what antibodies in plasma? Anti-B antibody in plasma. And the receiver, whose blood group is O, will have no antigens on the RBC's surface and will have both antibodies in the plasma. But when antigen A from my body enters to the patient's bloodstream with blood group O, who has anti-A antibody, which is which will cause opposite reaction to the antigen A, will cause the reaction, and this reaction will cause mild anemia and mild jaundice in the patient's body who has blood group O. So that's why donor A donor A can't donate his blood to receiver who has O blood group. Let's see the opposite scenario. We have written in NCERT that O blood group is universal donor. So O blood group can obviously donate to the blood receiver A patient, blood group with patient A, and for example, if a patient has B blood group, then O can also donate to the patient with B blood group. Is it true or not? Okay, fine. If a patient has O blood group, is donating a blood to the receiver who has A blood group, right? The patient with A blood group will have no antigens as we have discussed, and both antibodies, right? And both antibodies in the plasma. But receiver will have antigen A and anti-B antibody in its bloodstream. Antigen A on the surface of RBCs, anti-B in plasma, because the patient has A blood group. So when anti-A antibody comes in the bloodstream of receiver A blood group, then antigen A of receiver A blood group will be killed by anti-A antibodies, right? So again, milder anemia and milder jaundice can cause. So why is it written in NCERT that the patient with blood group O can donate, whoever can donate the blood to A blood group, that can donate to blood group B, O blood group, the patient with blood group O can donate its blood to AB. So why is it so? What is the scenario then? Here we are seeing that it can cause milder jaundice, it can cause milder anemia, right? It can cause milder jaundice, milder anemia. Then what is the case? Actually, whenever antigens transfuses or goes to the bloodstream, it causes major problem as compared to antibody. As we have seen in condition 1, actually antigen came to the receiver body and that caused mild anemia and jaundice. That is why we can't donate A blood group, blood of A blood group to the receiver O. But we can donate blood with O blood group to the receiver A blood group, right? This is the scenario. We have seen the condition 1 and condition 2. So on that basis, if my blood group is A, whom can I donate? If my blood group is A, I can donate to the patient with blood group A, obviously, and I also can donate to the patient with blood group AB, because the patient with blood group AB has both the antigens, and I also have A antigen. Then there is no cross reactions, right? Okay. Then antigen B, the patient with the patient with blood group B can also donate its blood to B and AB, and patient with blood group AB. The patient with blood group AB is the nice scenario. For example, if patient has AB blood group, which means it has both antibodies, anti-A antibody and anti-B antibody in its RBC surface. But there is no other blood group in the scenario, in the case where we can found both the antibodies, both the antigens. Sorry, both the antigens. So wherever, if AB can't donate this blood to the AB blood group can't donate its blood to the B, it can donate to the AB obviously, but it can't donate to the O, because that's why we can say the patient with blood group A can receive its blood from A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group, and O blood group, but it only can donate to AB blood group. That is why AB blood group is called universal recipient. We will discuss later that the person with AB blood group is not actually universal recipient. Actually, the real case is AB positive, AB positive person is universal recipient. Then universal donor, same way, universal donor is O negative. Okay, patient with A blood group, if a patient has O blood group, it can donate to A, B, AB, and O. Why it can donate to these many blood groups? Because O blood group, patient with O blood group has no antigens on its RBC surface, right? Further, let's move further. From whom can we receive? Same question. If a patient has A blood group, I can receive from A. I can receive from O. If a patient has B blood group, if my blood group is B, I can receive from B. I can receive from O, because universal recipient. We universal donor. O is universal donor. If my blood group is AB, I can receive blood from A, AB, B, and O. If my blood group is O, then I can receive only from O blood group patient and not other than that. That is why it is universal donor. Let's discuss this scenario little bit from the genetics perspective. Multiple allelism is the scenario, comes in the topic of ABO blood grouping, because generally we see there a gene or character forms by the two alleles, but here we can see three alleles are involved: IA, IB, and I. So in this IA, IB, these are dominant, and small I or IO is recessive. That is why this is the condition of multiple allelism, right? This is the condition of multiple allelism. Let's see further. IAIA, which is homozygous A blood group, and IAO is also A blood group but heterozygous. Okay, so as we have seen, IA and IB is dominant over IO. So that is why in heterozygous condition, IA, IO, A blood group will show its effect, right? Same way, B blood group can be of homozygous, heterozygous. AB blood group will form when IA, IB alleles will be there. This is the condition of codominance, and IO is from the recessive side. So this will show the phenotype of O blood group. Fine. So here we can see in the case of ABO blood grouping, there are 6 genotypes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 genotypes, and 4 types of blood groups, so 4 phenotypes. That's it. We have discussed the ABO incompatibility during transfusion. Let's discuss the ABO incompatibility during mixing of mother's blood with fetal blood through placenta. Okay, this is the condition 3. If a patient with blood group, okay, if during mixing of mother's blood with fetal blood through placenta. But before that, let's see. Before that, let's see one fact, that antibodies If a patient has blood group A or B, I told you what kind of antibodies are present in plasma. What kind of antibodies is present in plasma? If a patient has blood group A, then anti-B antibodies are present in plasma. If a patient has blood group A, then anti-B antibodies is present in plasma. If a patient has blood group B, then anti-A antibodies is present in plasma. But these are IgM type of antibodies which cannot cross the placenta. So if mother has A blood group or B blood group, then this is not the scenario of ABO incompatibility. But listen carefully. If mother has O blood group, mother has O blood group, which means anti-A and anti-B both antibodies are present in plasma. Anti-A and anti-B antibodies both are present in plasma. But these antibodies were also present in A blood group and B blood group, but these were of type IgM, which cannot cross placenta. But O blood group, which has anti-A and anti-B type of blood group, can cross placenta. That's why it will cause IABO incompatibility. Why it can cross placenta? It can cross placenta because the patient with blood group O, which has anti-A, anti-B antibodies in plasma, are not of IgM type. They are of IgG type of antibodies. IgG type, and IgG type of antibodies, as we know, can cross placenta. So whenever mother with blood group O, which has anti-A and anti-B type of antibodies, which are of IgG type of antibodies, having a fetus in her womb of blood group A or blood group B, it can cause ABO incompatibility, and at the time of parturition, RBCs of fetal blood are destroyed and cause anemia and jaundice to the fetus. So we have to be careful if mother is of O blood group, because O blood group has the antibodies which can cause cross placenta, and it can cause the ABO incompatibility, and so that anemia or jaundice can cause. Right, this is the scenario of ABO incompatibility. But now we know some of us have B positive blood group, some of which have us have negative blood group. How is it so? Let's see. There is gene D also, which produces RH antigen. RH word came from a rhesus monkey. So RH antigen, which discovered in rhesus monkey, present in us also. If RH antigen, regardless of antigen A or B, if we have also RH antigen, for example, if my blood group is A, then A antigen is present in my RBCs, right? But if RH antigen is also present in my RBC, on the surface of my RBC, then my blood group is positive. Simple. If not present RH antigen, then my blood group is A negative. If present, then A positive. For example, if my blood group is AB, then I will have all the three antigens in my RBC, on the surface of RBCs: A antigen, B antigen, and RH antigen. And for example, that is why AB positive, by the way, is universal recipient and not universal donor. And on the same case, if O negative will not have A antigen, will not have B antigen, and neither it will have RH antigen. That it has no antigen. That is why it can donate blood to anyone, and that is why it is called universal donor. And remember, patient with positive blood group can't donate to the patient with negative blood group. Obviously, of the same scenario, a patient with A blood group, I told you, can't donate to the O or B. I'm saying, for example, if a patient has blood group A positive, it can't donate to the patient with blood group A negative. But if a patient has A negative blood group, it can donate to the patient with positive blood group of A, right? So remember that. Let's now discuss the topic of erythroblastosis fetalis. Okay, erythroblastosis fetalis. What is the case of erythroblastosis fetalis? For example, let's see. Patient father is belonging to the Rh positive antigen. Father belongs to the positive blood group, whatever it is. A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group, or O blood group, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But father belongs to the positive blood group. For example, A positive blood group, B positive blood group, right? And mother belongs to the negative blood group. In the first conception, mother has Rh negative blood group, and I am supposing that fetus also has positive blood group, right? At the time of parturition, Rh antigen from the fetus will enter into the mother's bloodstream, and in response, mother will produce anti-Rh antibodies. Right? Mother will produce anti-Rh antibodies because Rh. I should told you that Rh antigen is also IgG type, so it can cross from mother's body. It can easily cross from fetus body to the mother's body easily because IgG type of antibodies can cross placenta. So in response, mother will produce anti-Rh antibodies. Mother will produce Rh and anti-Rh antibodies which are of IgG type of antibodies. So it can cross placenta. When at the time of parturition, Rh antigen will enter into the mother's bloodstream. Mother bloodstream will obviously react with it because it is negative, and mother's body Rh positive and Rh antigen is foreign for the mother's body bloodstream. So mother's blood body will start producing antibodies against the Rh antigen. Okay, but nothing will happen to the first conception, first child. Let's see. They decided to the second child, and I am hoping they have the same father and same mother. Okay. Second conception. Let's see second conception. In case of second conception, again mother is same. So mother is same. Obviously, mother is same, and so Rh negative. Mother is Rh negative, but now mother is not just Rh negative. Mother also has anti-Rh antibodies. Mother also has anti-Rh antibodies in their bloodstream which are of IgG type, and it can cross placenta and kill the RBCs of fetus during parturition. So this condition is called erythroblastosis fetalis because fetus will develop jaundice and anemia. Right? So this is called erythro. Erythro means RBCs, blastosis means destruction, and fetalis means fetus. So due to this incompatibility of Rh antigen, fetus will develop jaundice and anemia, and this condition of hemolytic disorder is called erythroblastosis fetalis. So how can we prevent this? We can prevent this using anti-D antibodies in the first conception. If we already inject anti-D antibodies which contains Rh antibody in the mother's body, mother will not have to develop the anti-Rh antibodies in its body. So in the second conception, mother will not have anti-Rh antibody in its bloodstream. So child will be saved from erythroblastosis fetalis. That's it. In today's class, we discussed the topic of ABO blood group, ABO blood grouping, all the scenario of multiple allelism, the condition of ABO incompatibility during transfusion, and the condition of ABO incompatibility during mixing of mother's blood with fetal blood through placenta, and we discussed the topic of erythroblastosis fetalis. We discussed the topic of Rh blood grouping, Rh incompatibility, which is erythroblastosis fetalis. So for now, here the class ends. We'll see you later. I hope you understood all these topics. We'll see you later. Till then, take care. Radhe Radhe.